Et tac. Et bim bam boum. Et re-YouTube, toujours sur Metal Gear 2, partie 11 cette fois-ci. Du coup, c'est officiel, hein, le jeu est vachement plus long du coup que MGS1. Bon Dieu, bon Dieu. Attendez, comment je vais faire? Je vais vraiment... Oh là là. Je vais le vaincre grâce au pouvoir du nudisme. Ce qui me fait chier, c'est qu'il y a une caméra, je la vois pas. Bonjour. Oh là là. Donc oui, il y a les Metal Gear qui sont là. Il y a un mec là-bas. Non, tu m'as pas vu. Tu ne vois pas, non. Je ne suis qu'un nudiste. Tu m'as pas vu.
Right. Turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry. It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Right. Something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine.
Forget it.
Je suis occupé. Je suis occupé. Oh là là, j'ai de quoi me soigner. Ah mon Dieu, je voulais mourir. Ah. Je voulais au moins mourir
what's going
habillé.
on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
Cette mission, ça va être galère pour moi. On va pas se mentir. Attendez, qu'est-ce qu'il me raconte l'autre? Si c'est la même histoire, je coupe direct, hein.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon. Metal Gear.
Oh, le premier Metal Gear. Oh là là. Oh, la ref au premier Metal Gear. Ah, vraiment, le tout premier MGS sur les vieilles consoles, là. On est vraiment... Yeah, tu m'as pas vu, je suis à poil. Je suis à poil, tu n'as pas vu... Quoi? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez encore? Oh là, qu'est-ce qu'ils me veulent? Très bien.
Who's there?
Ah mais mon dieu. Non, le tout premier MGS, pas MGS1.
Anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them,
Ah,
it's
mais
a
c'est pas
good
celle-là,
idea to
c'est
wear
celle-là.
gloves.
Là, le mec il dit ça n'a plus aucun sens. Une caméra là, ça m'emmerde. Sous drogue ou dans une simulation. Il y avait une ration en dessous, j'avais pas vu, mais bon, j'ai pas envie de retourner dans la loge à chercher.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Ça juge. Eh, y a du jugement là. Je sais pas comment je vais passer là par contre. Je sais pas comment je passe là. Oh, quoi? Si tu me dis que jouer c'est pas bon pour la santé, je
Even
t'encule.
my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Je suis pas là. Hop, c'est bon. En vrai, je sais pas comment je pouvais passer là discrètement. Mais bon, c'est passé.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola.
What the fuck. Effectivement, ça sent la fin. Ça sera peut-être la dernière VOD. Donc, elle sera peut-être un peu plus longue, ou je sais pas, justement l'inverse. Oh là là, mais trop de parlotte. Laissez-moi avancer.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't.
T'es
I think
moche.
you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
C'était gratuit. C'était gratuit ça, je veux pas dire, mais ta copine te trompe. Je tiens ces infos de BFM.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Là on est sur Metal Gear, sur PlayStation là. Ah. Non mais putain. Tout part en couille.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Bordel de merde. Je peux arrêter de me switcher? J'ai pas un stream deck moi mais... Putain, défi pour les streamers ce jeu.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors. 61.
What the fuck? Qu'est-ce que vous racontez? Mais qu'est-ce qu'il raconte, bordel de merde?
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
Je t'ai trompé.
What is it?
Avec un ours.
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
Un petit sexe.
Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
The fuck?
Rose, what's going on?
The fuck? Monsieur ne tire pas à blanc. Bien joué.
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Ça, c'est un homme. Oh, ce cul.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
That ass.
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
Biddy beep, biddy beep. Weep.
Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
C'était que c'est un vrai mec, ça.
Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
25, putain.
Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Ah Weebana. Le katana du Weeb. Le Weebana.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Tu es ridicule. Tu n'as aucun charisme.
Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Uh-huh. Ah, ils appellent ça un couteau, eux. Petit couteau à beurre. Ouais, c'est ça, hein, c'est... Je vais te pousser, Snake. Merci. Ah ah. Quoi, j'ai quand même pas collé une trempe à Snake? Ow. Ah pour ça.
Damn kid.
Bien joué. Ah d'accord, il faut juste attendre un peu quoi.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo. Monsieur le bandana.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
C'est la triche. Monsieur Triche.
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Oh
Diminished
là.
sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future.
Ça marche.
You
Gros
can
bisous
stop
d'arche.
being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Tu peux faire des gaufres. Et les vendre.
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Il est trop mignon ton katana. C'est le même pour homme.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Et... Quand est-ce qu'on peut jouer à votre jeu vidéo? Qu'est-ce que j'ai comme équipement? Oh, je m'en fous, c'est qui sèche tout le monde! Et tiens! Je sais pas où est partie ma grenade, j'espère que c'est pas à mes pieds. Attention, Sneaky Noonet.
Don't fall behind. I'm on my way. Now, go! Don't push yourself. Now, go!
Allez, go, go. Oh là là. La visée, comment dire Snake, tu les tues? Ah, Snake, tu l'es! Au secours, Snake! Ah, Snake, je suis dans une merde! Yeah! Ce bordel! Attends, mais qu'est-ce que je dois faire? J'ai pas compris.
Snake! Snake!
Je peux juste massacrer tout le monde comme un connardos là? Bah si c'est ça, j'y vais au katana, j'avoue que... Voyons voir. Voyons voir, réfléchissons. Bon. Yoda! Avec mon Wibana! Ow! Right, take the item. On gère! Bah voilà. Attends, j'attends que le saignement s'arrête. Bah voilà. Tu faisais demander.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Il est dans la base.
Inside Arsenal.
Je le savais.
What? I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Oui, mon petit. Oui, bien, brave petit. Il a compris. Bah, je vais passer ma vie au katana maintenant, hein. J'ai l'impression que c'est mieux. Hein.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay.
Abruti.
Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden!
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Ce petit, il est pas net, hein, du coup, là, il... Ah! Une arène.
Push yourself.
Putain, mais Snake est trop efficace! Snake, il les démonte tous! The fuck? What the fuck? Bordel de merde! Oh bordel! Se monte pas en couille! Snake, prends-le! Snake, t'es trop efficace! Ce Snake a trop d'efficacité. Trop d'efficacité en un seul homme. Ah, fortune, ça faisait longtemps, tiens. J'avais complètement oublié celle-là.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare.
La petite réponse, oui.
The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Snake peut gérer, il est trop fort. What the fuck? What is the fuck?
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Uh-huh.
No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Bon, le gars, c'est le moment de te montrer. Oh là là. d'accord, les pattes ça sert à rien, faut viser la gueule. Laissez-moi bouger!
Right, respond. Right, Raiden!
Ça va aller, ça va aller. Allez, allez, concentrez. Merde. Allez. Bon, donc c'est un peu des couteaux les Metal Gear, hein. Oh là 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 là. Oh là 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 là, trop de spam! Allez. Mon Dieu. Tu meurs? Quoi, il se régène? Oh mon Dieu. Ah bah non, mais il y en a d'autres qui viennent. Quelle horreur! Bon sang! Mais je vais pas en massacrer 25 quand même! Allez, on meurt, le Metal Gear, là. Oh, mais mon Dieu, quoi. Je suis pas signé pour ça, moi. Il y en a trop, il y en a trop. Oh là là. Ah vraiment? Ah vraiment? Pas là-dessus. Oh là là. Je suis dans la merde. Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire contre ça, quoi?
Raiden, come in.
Non,
Raiden?
je veux pas de conseils. Ne faites pas la queue comme ça pour tirer au missile, du coup je peux pas tirer. Oh là là. Ça les fait tomber un peu sur eux-mêmes en fait, mais ça en fait pas de dégâts. Je vais leur tirer dans les jambes. Bon, ça va le timing, mais bon. Non, je reçois des munitions régulièrement. Tu vois, il y en a plein. Oh là 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 là. Oui, le canon en haut, il fait très mal. Bah, j'en parle trop là parce que c'est long. Alors là d'autres qui arrivent, je sais pas combien je dois buter comme ça mais... Et j'ai plus de ration. Merde. Je vois pas.
Raiden, are you alright? Raiden? Raiden!
Je comprends pas là, c'est infini quoi, j'en suis 8 milliards quoi. Je ne comprends pas. Combien de temps ça va durer? mon dieu, mon dieu. Désolé, je parle pas beaucoup, mais là, le jeu me force à me concentrer un peu, quoi. Après, c'est qu'il vient à l'infini, quoi. T'as vu derrière? Oh là là. Ah bah ça va être gay. Oh là là. En vrai, ils ont effectivement un point faible. Enfin, j'ai l'impression. Oh, ce lock. T'as peut-être raison pour la patte du coup les affaiblir, Stargate. T'as peut-être raison. Essayons. Oui, tu as raison. J'ai envie qu'il soit mort pour aller chercher du matos. Plus rapide, mais ça reste long. Oh là là, il y en a combien comme ça? J'en peux pas 25 comme ça. Ça marche. Oh, est-ce que ça lui fait tellement mal, ça? Ah, c'est rapide. Bah, juste me focus sur le mec du centre. Hein. Je vais juste me focus sur celui du centre, c'est beaucoup plus simple. Chaîne up. Oh mon Dieu. J'en pouvais plus.
Decided to show
Oh, but don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Et bam.
Oh God.
Voilà, je bille.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on?
What's
wrong with it? AI, GW, it's out of control. What?
Eh ben.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
C'est la merde, quoi.
Stupid machines!
Y'a encore de mal dans ce P90 là. Normalement les P90 c'est du 5.7 hein, c'est pas du anti-blindage ou je ne sais quoi hein.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Oui, sauvegarder. Par contre, je sais pas si je fais encore une VOD ou pas. En vrai, je pense que je vais faire une dernière VOD. Parce que ça ferait plus d'une heure. Je sais pas. J'hésite.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Non, et puis zut, tant pis. On verra. Je pense pas que ce soit nécessaire d'en faire une nouvelle. Ça a l'air d'être la fin.
I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Je suis dans la merde.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What
c'est ta merde,
was your
quoi.
objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway.
Right.
The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence?
C'est vrai que c'est un peu fort, oui,
Ames'
j'avoue.
own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox Die. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
Pourquoi il dévoile tout comme ça d'un coup?
Orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the
Il lui reste un
real
coup encore
Solid
en...
Snake.
Il y a un atout dans sa manche qu'il veut pas encore montrer.
I wonder now
C'est ça prête à montrer.
who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Oh, que de déclarations.
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Oui.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
Elle a peut-être des pouvoirs, hein.
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn!
Damned.
Try this instead. No!
Ah, on va avoir les trois frères, à mon avis.
No! No, not now!
Les enfants terribles sont réunis.
Brothers!
Yes.
Liquid! I've been waiting for this!
It can't be.
Yes.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
Il va jamais mourir, ce mec, hein. C'est incroyable.
I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn!
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing! Hey, Snake! You coming?
Oula.
Snake!
Modèle. Ah. Oh là là. Quel bordel. Bah bravo, t'as foutu la merde. Hein.
Federal Hall!
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a le 30 avril? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait le 30 avril?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Ah, Tonton Kojima et son amour des États-Unis.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
C'est la vie, ça. Oui.
The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
Tu vas pas nous faire un cours sur la vie quand même.
All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Ah bah putain. Oui, colonel? Hello?
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information
bah, tu sais, chaton, ce que tu vois là, c'est presque la logique qu'a la pomme dit.
Evolution of the species.
And you think
Pragmatisme
you're
à
qualified to
l'extrême.
decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
Oh là là.
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats.
Ce qui explique pourquoi il avait une voix si monotone, le colonel.
The real
Monotone,
objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
What the fuck? Oh mon dieu! Ça m'a complètement assommé!
My son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Pour de cul.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
T'as combien de sabres comme ça sur toi, mon grand?
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they've formed.
Allez, c'est la mode là. Putain, faut que je me réveille par contre du coup. Oh. Pas gentil ça.
Is that the best you could do? What's wrong with you?
D'accord.
What's wrong with you?
Pas comme ça. Bon, on va essayer de jouer intelligemment. Concentré.
What's wrong with you?
Je te pique le cul, moi.
Let's go.
Allez, concentré. Il est chaud. Ah!
What's wrong with you?
Ah, mais me combote! Je suis dans la merde. Je suis dans la merde.
Let's go.
Concentré, je suis concentré. Je suis pas assez concentré. C'est pas marrant.
What's wrong with you?
Version ou à gauche, j'ai pas vu. Ah si, il y a une ration là, oui.
What's wrong with you? Take this.
Entrée.
Let's go.
Oh putain, mais les trucs à l'épée, c'est une horreur, c'est ingérable, c'est dégueulasse. C'est dégueulasse.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Bon, j'arrive à mettre 2-3 coups quand même, hein. Ouh là là. Ça y est, j'ai un petit peu des trucs là. Allez, frappe! Allez, mais ça c'est imparable, c'est chiant. Oula!
Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Ah!
Let's go.
Je peux pas m'attraper, je suis occupé.
Let's go.
Je fais n'importe quoi avec l'épée parce que j'ai pas le choix. Je fais n'importe quoi, on s'en fout. Ça passe. Yes. Le pouvoir du n'importe quoi est passé. Easy. Y'a l'écho. Ça va tout à l'heure. Ça marche aussi l'écho, on s'en fout. Ça va faire mal la chute. bordel de merde. Qu'est-ce qu'elle est bien. Bruit, bruit, bruit. Bruit, 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 bruit.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality.
2-3 heures chaton, mais je les poste, j'en poste qu'une par jour grand max. Pour pas saturer mon YouTube et ne pas saturer les gens qui sont abonnés.
What am I supposed to believe
Du coup j'en poste une par jour max.
What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future.
Les VOD elles sont lourdes.
The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it.
Chaque épisode c'est 3-4 gigas.
Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name and your own future.
Malheureusement, j'ai pas les 100 mégas de download de download. Enfin, si j'en ai des downloads, mais pas en upload. Quoi. Je crois que j'ai 20 ou 30 d'upload. Du coup, c'est beaucoup plus lent.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Ah bah oui, hein. 20-30 mégas d'upload. Et envoyer un fichier 4 gigas, ça prend du temps. Ça prend beaucoup de temps.
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him, count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah. But I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Snake?
Oh, coucou!
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Le cadre est
Can I
bizarre
ask
quand
you
même.
something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
Oui, c'est ça quoi.
That's it.
Encore des weebs.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah.
Le petit Théodule.
The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Ah, c'est japonais. On leur dit on fait des bébés, dans leur tête c'est tout de suite mariage. Sacré japonais. Petit piano.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think.
Ah, ça, de mes seuls regrets, ça, chaton. Ça, là, de mes seuls regrets. D'avoir appris la guitare plutôt que de faire du piano. C'est tellement beau, je trouve, un piano. Après, c'est pas le même budget, le problème. Le piano, ça coûte cher. C'est ce que nous allons voir, chaton.
on the streets below and ask every child I know.
Y'a pas d'âge pour apprendre, hein, chaton. Y'a pas d'âge.
Tomorrow will bring sun or rain. Which one of these?
Ah là 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 là.
I can't say goodbye to yesterday.
Du coup, cette vidéo fait minimum 2 heures, quoi. Oh là là. J'aurais pu faire complètement 2 parties là-dedans. Complètement. Mais bon, au moins c'est fait. YouTube, officiellement, ça y est, c'est fini YouTube. MGS2 est emballé. Du coup, je m'attaquerai aux 3 d'ici une bonne semaine. Le temps d'uploader tous les épisodes. Une semaine et demie. À raison d'un épisode par jour. Sachant qu'il y en a, du coup... Je crois que j'en ai compté 11. Du coup, ça nous fera 11 épisodes pour avoir fini MGS2. Good night, Mr. Marvelous. Bonne nuit, Neko User. Bon rêve. Mais du coup, on va attendre la fin pour voir s'il y a un truc. Hein. Pendant les cours de piano, sachant qu'il faut le solfège avant. Faux! Le solfège est très intéressant à apprendre quand tu fais du piano, mais t'es absolument pas obligé de prendre des cours de solfège pour... Beaucoup de gens le font en autodidacte, le piano, et ça passe très bien. Comme pour la guitare. Le solfège est cool, c'est long, ça t'aidera sur le très long terme, mais tu peux tout à fait apprendre le piano ou la guitare sur le court terme. D'ailleurs, il faut savoir qu'il y a beaucoup de grands pianistes qui n'ont jamais pris de cours de solfège. Hein. De très bons pianistes qui n'ont jamais pris un seul cours de solfège. Non, le seul problème, c'est l'investissement du piano. Tu peux en acheter un, c'est... Mais bon, voilà quoi, c'est en autodidacte et... Faut vraiment aimer, quoi. Un de ces 4, j'apprendrai le piano, j'aimerais bien. Pas de vrais cours, pas des cours maison. Chaton, à moins que tu partes sur le principe de devenir un ténor du piano... À moins que tu parles du principe de devenir un très grand pianiste reconnu mondialement, t'en fous de faire des cours de malade. Hein. Si tu joues pour ton propre plaisir, qu'est-ce que t'en as à carrer?
I know how good it has been facing forever. Here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the new.
Bon, en tout cas, que dire de ce Metal Gear? Je sais pas trop. Un peu en dents de scie quand même. Autant il y a des passages vraiment cool, autant il y en a d'autres c'était complètement osef quoi, c'était... Je sais pas dire. Finalement j'ai bien aimé, mais il y a des passages qui m'ont défoncé quoi. Ma grand-mère en a 2, le souci c'est la place. Ah oui, si c'est un piano à queue... Bah du coup on en revient au problème de base hein. Tu dois acheter un piano du coup. Je sais pas c'est quoi les prix des pianos électriques, là... Enfin les pianos du... Je ne connais pas les prix de base. Mais bon, si t'as pas la place chez toi, achète un piano électronique, hein. Oh là, ce petit son un peu jazzy là. Je suis en appart, tous les étages sont en ascenseur. Bah du coup achète un électronique, achète-toi, t'as pas le choix. Du coup t'as pas de piano. Je regarde un petit peu, apparemment il faut compter quand même entre 100 et 200 € un piano électronique. Pour les entrées de gamme. Oui non, un piano électrique, tout le monde a la place normalement, ça prend pas de truc. Et quand t'as fini, tu peux le ranger, donc... Et puis bon, l'avantage avec le piano électrique, c'est que t'emmerdes pas ton voisinage et ta famille. Parce que le piano à queue, mon grand... Crois-moi, surtout si tu débutes, tu vas emmerder tout le monde, hein. On a un pote qui fait du piano. Ah ouais. Non, le prochain truc que je vais faire, moi, c'est... Je vais pas reprendre la guitare. Parce que j'ai pas envie de mettre le temps là-dedans. Je vais un peu me mettre à la formation de l'édition de musique, là, avec le logiciel. Le truc que j'avais montré la dernière fois. Je sais pas si t'étais là, d'ailleurs. Parce que j'ai chopé un petit logiciel. Bon, pour le moment, c'est une version... voilà, hein, tu sais, la version... T'as payé? Ouais, j'ai payé vite fait.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Putain, cette VOD elle va peser 7, 8, 10 gigas, là ça va être horrible. Oh là là. Bah après elle sera de bonne qualité, je suis content pour ça. Les VOD sont lourdes mais sont de qualité, je suis content. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
Ils se sont fait niquer. On ne baisse pas les patriotes comme ça, monsieur Snake. Ah là 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 là. Ah là 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 là. Mon dieu, mon dieu. Du coup, ça nous aura pris 12h54 pour le finir, ce jeu. 12h54. Ah. Connais mes éléphants. Je suis un éléphant. Tu as une caméra, tu peux utiliser dans l'épisode du tanker. La caméra, tu peux utiliser dans l'épisode de la plateforme. Ouais. Regardez, oui. Les patriotes sont immortels et ils mangent cachère. Et apparemment, je suis un éléphant. Ce qui me va parfaitement. Bon, du coup, c'est là que s'achève enfin cette dernière VOD de Metal Gear 2. Du coup, je vous fais des gros bisous YouTube et sans doute rendez-vous dans le prochain épisode qui sera très certainement sur Metal Gear 3, le troisième Metal Gear. Des gros bisous, ciao ciao YouTube!